No one stood near the eastern landing platform anymore. Ever since the alien warrior arrived, that entire section of the colony had become a dead zone, not because of radiation or structural damage, but because of fear. People took longer routes just to avoid passing it. Guards pretended their patrol routes didn't include it. Even the colony's AI rerouted foot traffic away from her position, as if software itself understood terror. She stood there every day,
Still.
silent, watching. They called her Kareth, a member of the Virex Dominion's warrior caste. 7 feet tall, skin like polished obsidian threaded with faint crimson veins. Armor grown, not forged, fused seamlessly to her body. Her species had conquered 12 star systems in less than a century. Entire civilizations surrendered the moment Virex warships appeared in their skies. And she was stationed here, on Outpost Helios 9, as part of the Dominion's peacekeeping oversight. That was the lie, anyway. Everyone knew the truth. One wrong move, and Helios 9 would become another footnote in the Dominion's expansion history. I was nobody important. A maintenance technician assigned to atmospheric stabilizers, low clearance, low risk, invisible. Exactly the kind of person who survived by keeping their head down and their mouth shut. Which is why, when my wrist console malfunctioned and rerouted me straight toward the eastern platform, I felt my stomach drop. The moment I saw her, my instincts screamed to turn around. Kareth stood at the platform's edge, backlit by the pale blue glow of Helios 9's artificial sky. Her eyes, 4 of them, arranged in an unsettling symmetry, tracked movement with predatory precision. Every muscle in her body looked coiled, ready to kill. I slowed my steps. She turned. Fully. People said she had never approached anyone, never spoken, never even acknowledged the colony's existence beyond standing watch like a living weapon.
Until she looked directly at me.
I froze. My heart pounded so loudly, I was sure she could hear it. Every story I'd heard flooded my mind. Virex warriors tearing armored soldiers apart, executing civilians for defiance, leveling cities in minutes. She took 1 step forward, then another. The air itself felt heavier, as if gravity bent around her presence. My legs locked, refusing to obey my brain's frantic orders to run. She stopped inches away from me. I could see the faint heat ripples rising from her armor. Smell something sharp and metallic in the air. Her towering shadow swallowed me whole. And then she spoke. You should not be alive. Her voice wasn't loud, but it resonated deep in my chest, vibrating bone and nerve alike. It was layered, multiple tones overlapping, as if several voices spoke in perfect unison. I swallowed hard. I'm sorry if I violated a restricted zone. My route was rerouted. I can leave. Her eyes narrowed. No, she said. You were meant to be here. That shocked me more than the threat.
Meant?
She tilted her head slightly, studying me the way a scientist examines a specimen. Your neural signature matches the anomaly. I don't know what that means, I said, truthfully. Her gaze flicked toward the stars. Neither did we. Until now. That was the beginning of everything unraveling. Over the following days, she approached me again, and again, always alone, always when no one else was near. The fear around us was palpable, People watched from behind reinforced glass, whispering rumors of executions and abductions. But Karath never harmed me. Instead, she asked questions about human emotions, about fear, about why we valued freedom even when it led to chaos and suffering. She listened intently, as if every word I spoke mattered more than entire world she'd conquered. Eventually, she told me the truth. The Virex Dominion was dying. Their species had engineered themselves into perfection, warriors bred for obedience, efficiency, and conquest. Over generations, they eliminated unpredictability, individuality,
choice.
and with it, something essential vanished. They could no longer evolve. Their scientists detected a rare anomaly during their expansion, a pattern present only in a small percentage of humans. A neural trait linked to intuition, adaptability, and resistance to external control. People like me. Helios 9 wasn't a peacekeeping mission. It was a testing ground. "You are the final variable," Karath said one night, her voice unusually quiet. "The Dominion believes merging your cognitive pattern with ours could save our species." "And you?" I asked. She hesitated. "I was bred to conquer," she said, "but I have begun to question." That admission carried more weight than any threat. She told me the Dominion intended to extract my neural architecture, painfully, fatally, and replicate it. Billions of humans would be enslaved if it succeeded. If it failed, Helios 9 would be erased. "You could stop them," she said. "By coming with me willingly. By convincing them you are incompatible." "And if I refuse?" Her jaw tightened. "Then I must fulfill my duty." Silence stretched between us. I looked up at the warrior no one dared approach, the monster of 1,000 stories, and realized something terrifying. She was afraid. Not of me, of choice. "I won't help them," I said. "But I won't run either." Her eyes searched my face, something unreadable flickering within them. "Then you are braver than any warrior I have faced," she said. The Dominion fleet arrived 3 days later. The sky burned with descending warships. Evacuation alarms screamed across the colony. Soldiers took positions they knew wouldn't matter. Kareth stood beside me at the platform. When the command signal came, an order for her to deliver me, she did something no Virex warrior had ever done. She disobeyed. She broadcast her thoughts across the Dominion's neural network. Raw, unfiltered emotion.
Doubt, fear, curiosity, hope.
It spread like wildfire. Other warriors hesitated. Ships stalled mid-descent. The perfect machine fractured under the weight of something new.
Choice.
The Dominion withdrew that day. Not defeated, but changed. Kareth was declared an anomaly, an exile. She remained on Helios 9, no longer as a weapon, but as a guardian. People still fear her. But sometimes, when I pass the eastern platform, she looks at the stars and asks me questions about humanity, about what it means to decide your own fate. And I realize the most shocking thing she ever said to me wasn't a threat. It was a confession. "You taught me how to be free." And in doing so, she may have saved us all.